We just had an absolutely insane day of Trio Cash Cups, with Peterbot not qualifying out of the Opens in the NA Trio Cash Cup, and this potentially being the last time we will see Peterbot, Bugha, and Cold, as in Opens they got 206th place and did not make finals. And looking at the match history, you can easily see why they didn't make finals. In their first two games, they got a first and a third place with 90 eliminations combined, and then after that, didn't make a single top 10 and basically just fragged out until they died every single game. So after 2 weeks of not winning the Trio Cash Cup, Cold, Peterbot, and Bugha do not even make it to finals this week, and this is a trio that had so much expectations going into the Trio Cash Cups this season. And with the recent small snakening of Cold and Peterbot playing with Vino for a short period of time, this could potentially be the end of Cold, Peterbot, and Bugha, and I'm honestly expecting Bugha to be dropped this time. It's not 100% confirmed that he is dropped yet, but I am expecting Cold and Peterbot to make changes and play with somebody else. And apparently the rumored trios are potentially Rapid, Bolts, and Peterbot playing, but according to Bolts, that is not true as of right now. But we're just going to have to see moving forward what's going on. But I am expecting there to be some pretty heavy changes moving forward in the NA trio scene. Let me know down in the comments below what you think is going to happen. Do you think Cold, Peterbot, and Bugha are 100% going to split now? And who do you think Peterbot is going to end up playing with? Do you think him and Cold are going to keep playing and maybe pick up someone else? Or do you think Peterbot might snake both Cold and Bugha and end up going to play with somebody like Rapid and Bolts and play with that duo that's been winning everything? Or maybe somebody else? We'll have to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And speaking of teams that might not play again, Mr. Savage actually tweeted out yesterday that he's looking for a trio with either Mongrel or as a solo, and this doesn't mean too much, but the fact that he mentioned or as a solo means we could potentially be seeing the end of Mongrel Mr. Savage playing. I'm not sure if this means Mongrel's gonna quit or what, but Mongrel's been on vacation for a couple weeks now and didn't play the Trio Cash Cup today. And Mr. Savage did still end up playing, and he ended up getting 56th in the EU finals with Paco and Ziandi. So we're gonna have to see what happens between Mongrel and Mr. Savage. Will they continue to play, or will Mr. Savage take the more competitive route and try and get a more competitive trio and try to place even better than he would with Mongrel? This is a pretty huge thing, and the tweet might have caused a lot of overreactions, and this could have been just for this Cash Cup. But we're going to have to see what happens between Mr. Savage and Mongrel in the Chapter 2 OG and see moving forward what Mongrel is going to do and if he is going to continue to play. But moving on to the NA Trio Cash Cup, we finally got to see the trio of Rapid, Pollo, and Bolts win the Cash Cup on 629 points. And they did it getting 5 wins, and they actually went on a streak of getting first place in 4 out of 5 games and a second place as well in that other 5th game. And then they also finished the tournament getting a 21 elimination win to win the tournament and solidify themselves as the best trio on NA as of right now. And they also dropped an insane 61 elimination win in the Opens. And I'm actually going to have that video up on my reaction channel later tonight. And if you guys want to watch that, I'm going to have the link to my reaction channel in the description below. So go check out that video and watch the insane Rapid, Pollo, and Bolts 61 elimination win from Opens. But Rapid, Pollo, and Bolts played insane, and it actually came down to the last game this week like I've been wanting, as Rapid and Muzz were both in last games, not the same game, but they were both in the last games after queues had closed, and they had 11-point difference between each other. And Aviv, Muzz, and Rise sadly didn't get enough kills to end up winning, but they did get a 24 elimination game in their last game to finish on 624 points, and finished 5 points behind first, so they ended up finishing second. And if you guys are wondering where Clix is, Clix actually had a Dreamin' meet and greet in California, so he ended up playing with Lacey and Ron for this Cash Cup. And Muzz and Rise ended up playing with Aviv, and this is actually drawing some more questions as what do Muzz and Rise do now that they just got second in this Trio Cash Cup? Do they maybe drop Clix for Aviv? Let me know down in the comments below if you think this team might make some trio changes as well, and if you could see Clix getting dropped for Aviv, or if you think Muzz and Rise will stick with Clix. Then looking at the rest of the top 5 in the NA Trio Cash Cup, we had Agers, Ritual, and Reet finish 3rd place on 530 points. So this is actually the second top 3 placement from Agers and Ritual in the 3 Trio Cash Cups. So Agers and Ritual have been playing very well in trios. Then next in 4th place, we had Victor V, Paper, and Diminished on 497 points. Victor V and Paper put together a really solid trio performance after a pretty solid duo Cash Cup performance a couple days ago. So Victor V and Paper are looking very good as of recent. And then rounding out the top 5, we had Threats, Iamzo, and Sphinx on 442 points. Another new trio this week as Batman Bugha actually went to Germany on vacation, and he played with Sphinx and Iamzo last week and they did well. So I wonder what's going to happen with this trio. Is Bam and Bugha going to be dropped permanently, and are they going to play the threats? So moving forward, we actually have so many trio questions on NA to be answered, and a lot of trio changes that probably will happen in the near future as we head into the Trio Cash Cup next week and the OG season next weekend. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be caught up to date on anything that happens within the NA trios. And I'm going to keep you guys up to date on any trio changes and any trio droppings as well. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to always be caught up. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it so it gets pushed out to more people and more people can see this Trio Cash Cup and see that Peterbot didn't qual to the finals, and Rapid Bolts and Pollo finally win the Trio Cash Cup and solidify themselves as the best NA trio. And then we also had Clix's trio get second place without him, and maybe he gets dropped. And then also the possibility that Mr. Savage and Mongrel are not going to be playing trios. So we got lots of unanswered questions, so we're just going to have to see how all of this plays out. That's going to do it for me in this video, guys, going over the Trio Cash Cup today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.